So I'll give you a moment, grab your strap or a belt or a whatever, like a. My strap is like flexible, but you can use whatever you have. You can use like a bathrobe strap or an actual yoga strap. But you just want something nice and long. So let's go ahead and grab the edges, the ends of the strap. And if you have a really long strap, you can wrap that around, that helps. So let's go ahead and have that strap out in front of us, sitting it up tall. So we're away from the back of the chair, sitting this up nice and tall. We're gonna warm up our arms and our shoulders and our backs a little bit first. So let's go ahead and take that strap over and then back over. So we're just going to rotate those shoulders. So rotating that open and closed and open and closed and open and closed and open and closed and open and closed. Good. You can set that down, shake that out, roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Good. Drop that chin down towards the chest. And then lift that head up to center and our eyes to sky. And chin down to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good. Head to back to center. Let's look over to the right. Chin going over towards the shoulder. Head center, look over to the left. And then center and look to the right. And then look to the left. And back to center. Good, shake that out. So grab that strap again and let's do a few more of these shoulder rotations. Opening this up, just taking that front and back. Oh yeah. Very nice. Just rotating that closed and then rotating that open and closed and open. And then you can go ahead and release that again. And let's drop that chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Head to neutral. Now dropping our right ear towards the right shoulder. You can release that left arm. And if you want a little bit more pressure, a little bit more stretch, you can take that right hand. And then bring that back to center. And let's drop it over, ear over to the other shoulder. Release that right arm. And then if you want, you can take that hand. And then release that, bring that back to center, drop that chin to chest. Let's take ear to shoulder, and then chin to chest, and other ear to shoulder. So neck half circles here. Taking this from side to side. Very good. And drop that chin back to chest. Lifting that head up to center and roll those shoulders back. And go ahead and roll that forward. Good. You can put the strap off to the side, but you can always have it within reach distance, because when we do our chest opener, you can use it back there as well. But let's add in some sun breath. So let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up. And then exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press this down. Now adding in a little bit of a twist. Let's inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our left hand to our right thigh. Right hand just gently behind, and you can reach for the back of the chair, or you can have your hand on the seat of the chair. The back of the seat of the chair. Nice twist here. And then let's inhale and sweep this up. And then exhale, twisting to the other side. And inhale, lift. And exhale and twist. Inhale and lift. And exhale and twist. And inhale and lift. And exhale and twist. And inhale and lift. And exhale and twist. Good. Inhale it up. Clasp our hands at the top, and let's go ahead and press our palms towards the ceiling, and you can exhale here. Let's lengthen up through our arms, up through that torso, flattening through our feet. Let's breathe it deeply here. Inhale deep. And exhale, big sigh out. Inhale it deep. And exhale, big sigh out. Inhale it deep. And exhale, big sigh out. And one more time. Inhale it deep. And exhale, big sigh out. And let's bring those arms out in front of us. Take our palms out and rotate our wrists. Good. And rotate the other way. Take those arms out so that we see them in our peripheral vision. Take our palms up, make some fists, roll those knuckles in towards the wrists. Oh, that's a good stretch for the fronts of the hands. And then the bicep curl here. Let's do a few of these bicep curls. So let's do about 8 of them. Let's go ahead and take this out and bring this in for 8. Let's open this up, and 7. Open it up, and 6. Keeping those arms high, open it up. And 5, open it up, and 4, open, and 3, open, and 2, open, and 1. Good. Bringing our elbows together, try and, if you can, get those elbows to touch, and then open this up, and you can over exaggerate that open. So imagining that our shoulder blades can touch now. So opening that chest, go ahead and close this off, and we're going to add a spinal rounding right here, and then open this up. So we've got our seated cat and cow that we're adding in. So rounding this and opening this up. Go ahead and round that and open and round and open and round and open. Good. Open up those arms. Let's take our palms, press them down. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Shake that out. Very nice. Let's take our right arm across, and hand is either at that forearm or at that tricep. But a gentle pull here. A nice tricep stretch. And then release that. Let's take it to the other side. Cross this here. And again, hand can be at the forearm or the tricep. And a gentle stretch there. We're going to do a hinge forward. So sit this up tall and hinging forward. So just hinging, so we're lengthening through our spine. We're going to bring our arms by our side, and we're going to do tricep extension. So we're going to extend back and bring this in, and let's do 8 of these. So extending back for 8 and bring this in, it's 7, and bring this in, it's 6, and bring this in, and you want to be looking forward or slightly downwards. It's 5, and bring this in, it's 4, pull those abdominals in and bring this in, it's 3, and in, 2, and in, and last 1, and bring this in. Good. Now we can sit up tall, Roll that out, shake that out. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, let's either clasp our hands behind us or reach for the back of the chair or use your strap. So wherever your mobility is going to let you go. Opening the chest up and stretching through those biceps and triceps. Drop our chin to chest. You're flat on the floor still. Lift that head center. Let's look over to the right. Look over to the left. Head back to neutral. Bend at our elbows, hands over to right waist. Squeeze that elbow back. Inhale deeply here. And big exhale out. Switch sides. Take that to the left waist. Elbow goes back. Big deep inhale here. And exhale out. Good. Release that. Shake that out. Big deep sun breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, let's either clasp our hands behind us or reach for the back of the chair. Again, opening up that chest, sitting it up tall, lengthening up through the spine. Feet are flat on the floor. Drop that chin down to chest. Lift that head to center. Look to the left. Then look to the right. Head back to center. Good. Drop that chin to chest again. So that feels good. Bring that head to center. Bend at our elbows. Hands over to left waist. Squeeze the elbow back. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And then switch sides. Elbow back. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And then release that. Go ahead and shake that out. Very nice. Let's inhale. Sweep our arms up. Reach up through our fingers. Sweep our arms nice and long. You can go ahead and exhale here while we're lengthened. So arms are lengthened up. Let's walk our legs over to the right. So we're going to sit in the side of the chair. We've got our arms still up. Let's take our hands and grab the back of the chair. And we've got that wonderful spinal twist here. Using the back of the chair as leverage to twist as deep as you want to in this twist. Let's breathe it here. So breathing deeply, inhale. And then exhale it out. And again, inhale deep. And exhale it out. Bring this back to center. Good. Bring our bodies back to center. Sweep our arms up. Reach back up through those fingers. Let's go ahead and turn it now to the left. Take our hands and reaching for the back of the chair. Oh, so good. And let's breathe deep here. So again, using leverage of the back of the chair to help twist deeply into this. Inhale it here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. You can raise those arms back up and then release that back. Let's take it back to the front. Very nice. Let's go ahead and go into some seated sun salutations. So if you're going to use blocks, have those blocks ready for wherever you want them at. And if you've got low back pain, or if you need something, you need a pillow or rolled up blankets right here between your chest and thighs, feel free to do that. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Oh yeah. And enjoy this forward fold here. Or maybe the first time it's not enjoyable yet because they're still tight, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through the spine. So lengthening through our arms, lengthen through the spine. Tailbone is pointed down, crown of the head lifting up. And then release this back into forward fold. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hold this here. You can exhale it here. Let's press our right hand into our block. Twist open with the left. Breathe into this spinal twist. Deep spinal twist here. And then release this down. Relax that head and neck. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hold this here. Exhale while we're here. Let's press our left hand into the block. Twist over with the right. And release that. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's hold this here. Sit ourselves back up nice and tall. Roll our shoulders back. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's hinge this forward and spinal twist. So taking our right tricep or right elbow to that left thigh. And breathe. And then bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Sit this up tall. Shoulders down and back. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, hinge and twist. Spinal twist. With that left tricep, left elbow to that right thigh, and breathe. And bring ourselves back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. And exhale, release our arms to our sides. Good. Go ahead and sweep this up again. Let's drop our right hand down. Reach it over. Ooh, that's good. Inhale and lift this up. Same thing, other side. Drop our left hand down, reach this over. And then inhale, lift this up, and then release that down. Good. So if your core has gotten tired, I'm going to give you a break. You can sit back up against the chair for just a moment, but then we're going to come back up to the front of the chair and try and get ourselves even further forward. We're going to take our right foot out. Yeah, I'm going to do this with that. See if that can be this. There we go. We're going to take our right leg forward. So our glutes are on the edge of the chair. Right leg is forward. And let's go ahead and take our left ankle and just gently place it on the shin of that right leg. Or you can cross that over, but you don't want to be full, like long cross. It's just gently placing that right there. And we're going to hinge ourselves forward here. Just pressing into that. Now, if the pressure against your heel, right heel, is uncomfortable, you can take a break and then place that back down. But this is very good stretch for the back of that right leg, but also a good hip opener, just our beginner hip opener here. And then let's go ahead and release. So let's take it to the other side. Take our left leg out and gently placing right foot, right ankle, just on that left shin. Sit this up tall. Oh, and hinge that forward. Oh, that's so good. Such a good hamstring stretch and a good hip opener, beginner hip opener. Because we're going to do more of this, more opening it more. But this is just that little wake up call. Very good. And sit that up and then release that, shake that out. You can scoot your booty back a little bit halfway, and we're going to go into our staff pose. So one of our hardest poses. Now, if you can't get both of those legs up, then just using that right leg, but we're going to go ahead and lengthen out, lifting this up, trying to sit our glutes down on that chair, but not against the back of the chair yet. We're having to use our core here and lengthening up through our arms. We've got that nice core strength going on. Feet are flexed, arms are lengthened. Let's do 3 breaths here. Inhale deep and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep and exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deep and exhale it out. Very good. Let's release our arms down, and you can either hold on to the bottom of the chair or have your hands on your thighs, but we're still not up against the back of the chair yet. You're still having to use your core here. We're going to do some leg curls and leg extensions. We've got 8 of these. So bring this in for 8 and extend. Here's 7 and extend. Keep those feet flexed. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. It's 3 and extend. It's 2. Keep those feet flexed and extend. And last 1 and extend. Good. You can release that left leg. And then let's go ahead, reach underneath that right leg and pull that right leg in. And you can sit up against the back of your chair now and give that leg a nice big hug. Really good. Let's go ahead and wrap that arm around. So left arm is wrapped around, and let's twist it to the right. And breathe. And then go ahead and twist to the left. And bring this back to center. Now let's do a little bit more of the hip opener. So let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. And sitting this up tall. You can be sitting up against the back of the chair and begin to hinge yourself forward. So finding that spot right before your shoulders start to round. So using that hip hinge here, lengthening through the spine and finding right where your body's like, nope, everything starts to shut down. So, or close off. Let's go ahead and inhale, sit this up tall against the back of the chair. And exhale it forward right before the shoulders start to round. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And one more time, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Very good. And now let's go ahead and release this. Let's take our right heel to the left corner of the chair. So we've got a shoelace here, half shoelace. Let's wrap that arm up and twist. An even deeper hip twist, glute stretch, hip opener. Right. Good. And then bring this to center, twist it towards the other side. And bring this to center. And let's do some eagle legs today. So let's go ahead and cross this. You can scoot yourself forward and work on wrapping that foot around if that's available to you. If it's not, then work on just gluing that foot to that shin. So trying to keep those legs, imagining that your legs just like melted together and sitting this up tall. So I'm going to work it, wrapping that around, trying to center our weight. Let's go ahead and lift our arms. So we've got our right leg over our left leg. Let's take our right arm over our left arm. Let's give ourselves a nice big hug, right arm over left, reaching our fingers towards our spine. Let's go ahead and glue our elbows together, and you can wrap, or you can have the backs of the hands towards one another. So finding our seated eagle right here. Let's do 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Stretching so many ligaments, so many joints. Stretching that back, stretching hips, stretching legs. Let's go and uncross this, open this up, release that, and go ahead and uncross that, shake that out. Very good. Let's find our staff pose, and then we'll work on our other side. So let's find that staff pose again. Remember, we're not sitting up against the chair yet again. Let's go ahead and lift left leg, lift right leg. And if you want to do single leg, then you can do that. Let's lengthen up through our arms. Find our staff pose here. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale it out. And again, inhale deeply. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And let's release our arms down. And you can either grab the bottom of the chair, or hands to thighs, and let's go ahead and curl and extend. So we've got 8 of these. Curl it in for 8 and extend. Here's 7 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Sitting up tall using that core. Here's 4 and extend. 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last 1 and extend. Good. And release that right leg. You can shake that out. And then let's bring in that left leg and give that a nice big hug. And you can be sitting up against the back of the chair now. Wrap that arm around and twist. Oh, that feels so good. And then twist it with the other side. And bring us back to center. Let's go ahead and take our ankle to our thigh. And find that spot. Ooh. Yeah. One side might be tighter than the other, or they both might be tight, or they both might be loose. But just recognizing that there might be a difference here. Good, let's go ahead and sit this up tall. So sitting it up against the back of the chair, let's inhale deeply. As we exhale, hinging forward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And one more time, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Good, go ahead and release that. Let's take it to half shoelace. So left heel is going to go to the corner, the right corner of the chair. And let's twist. And then twist it to the side. And bring this to center, and let's go ahead and do eagle on this side. So finding that eagle pose, working on taking those legs around, centering that weight. So we've got those legs crossed. Let's take our arms up and let's go ahead and we've got our left leg over our right now. So let's take our left arm over our right arm and give ourselves a nice big hug. Glue those elbows and either the backs of the hands together or wrapping around into that full eagle. Let's go 3 breaths here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale. And inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good. Release our arms and release that down. And then go ahead and uncross those legs. Very nice. Good. Let's scooch ourselves over to the left side of the chair. And let's have our left leg in front. And go ahead. So forward now. Okay, so scooting we've got our right leg on that chair. Take our left leg behind us. And back heel is lifted. So we've got our supported crescent right here. Ugh. Lifting this up, lengthen up. Through those arms. Good, reaching this up. And let's go ahead and drop this down, lengthen over. Very nice. You can go ahead and release that arm down. And now we're going to take our leg off to the side and give our right leg the rest of the chair. So you can take that. I have a fuzz that's been here like this whole time. And I'm like, what's going on? So maybe he's snippy. Lift the arms up. Reach up through this. And let's go ahead and drop that arm down. And let's reach over. Yeah. Let's windmill this right arm down. And let's go ahead and reach over with that left. So a nice long stretch here from those fingers down to the foot. Think about it. And then let's release this and let's go into our pigeon. So let's turn ourselves towards the chair, giving your leg the chair, and then that back heel is lifted just like we did with the crescent. So keeping our leg active, keeping that toe pressed into the floor, we can reach up through our arms. If you want to do a little back bend here, you can. If you want to go even deeper in this back bend, you can clasp those hands behind you and open this up. So if you are up for a challenge today, if it's available to you, you can do that. But we're going to reach back up through this and then hinge this forward. So we're either on those hands, on those elbows, or folded forward. You can have that block there for support, or you can have your arms dangling. But we want to keep this back leg active. So we want to make sure that it's not like, hey, I just fell asleep. We want that lifted, toe pressed into the floor, active. We'll go ahead, lift up through this, reach up through this. And then release our arms to our sides. Good. Let's go ahead and take that right leg off to the side and we'll go into some warriors. So let's go ahead and find our warrior 2 legs. So our proud warrior legs, ankle is in, knee is front, knee is bent, that right knee is bent, taking our arms out, relax that face. So our wonderful supported seated warrior. Breathing this here. Let's go into a strong reverse warrior. So dropping our back arm, take our palm up and reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. From this, let's take it into a side angle pose. So take our arm right there to our thigh. Other arm comes over. Our bicep is just right by our forehead. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and find ourselves back into our warrior two, our proud warrior. Very nice. And then release that. Good. We can bring this to center and let's go ahead and bring our left leg over now. And we can take our right leg behind us. So we find ourselves in our crescent on this other side. So let's lengthen it right through here, reach up through this. Oh, that feels good. Such a good stretch for this hip flexor. Let's go ahead and drop that left hand down and reach over. And then you can feel that stretch all the way from that hip, that quadricep hip, all the way up. You get that nice, wonderful stretch there. And then go ahead and release that. Let's give our left leg a chair and take our right leg off to the side. Let's take that, we got that off to the side, and let's go ahead and reach this over. And windmill this arm down and reach over. So now we've got a long line stretch from fingers down to the foot. And if your hip cramps, you can let that go. And then just find your length. Very good. Let's go ahead and turn this and take ourselves into our nice pigeon. So toe is pressed into the floor, back leg is active. Reach up through our arms. So reach up through this. And like with the other side, if you wanted to, you can open this up, clasp this hand behind you. If you wanted more of a challenge or more of a chest opener. But let's reach back up through this and then go ahead and hinge this forward. So either on those hands, on those elbows, or forward folded. Oh, this side is tight today. Good, it's a good one. Keep that back leg active and breathe. Good, let's bring ourselves up and find our warrior legs. Standing. Warrior two legs on this other side. Good, let's bring our legs, yeah, we've got our legs up. Bring our arms out. Got that nice, strong, proud warrior. Supported, proud warrior. Let's go into our reverse warrior. So dropping that back arm, take our palm up, reverse warrior or peaceful. And then from here, let's take it to side angle. Bring our arm down to our thigh, reach that other arm over. And breathe. And then bring this up, lengthen through that, relax that face. Good, and let's release this. Let's scooch ourselves forward, keep our legs wide, and take our blocks to the inside of our feet. And let's go ahead and do a little bit more of a spinal twist. So We've got our right hand on our block. Let's go ahead and open this up. Very good. Spinal twist here. Also hip opener. And then go ahead and release this down. Other hand, twist this up. And then release that down. Very good. We can bring our legs together. So using our blocks, we're at the front edge of our seat. We're gonna go into a standing forward fold. So using our hands, pressing our feet into the floor, let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off the chair into our first standing forward fold. So we're away from that chair, legs are lengthened. Just enjoying this stretch right here, but we didn't walk away from the chair because we're going to take our booties back down onto it. So we just lengthened through our legs. Go ahead and take a seat back in that chair. Sit this up tall. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down and over. We're hinged forward, hands back on blocks. Let's go ahead and lift our glutes back up off of the chair, standing forward fold. Enjoy this forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat in the chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over, hands back to blocks. Let's inhale, lift our glutes up off of the chair. While we're in this forward fold, you can just exhale it here in this nice forward fold. And then let's inhale, flatten through our spine, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat on the chair. Inhale, lift our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lift our glutes up off of the chair. So now we're standing again. And then you can exhale while we're in this forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. We're going to stay standing here. So stand in the standing forward fold. Now we're going to lift our arms above our head. So let's go ahead and inhale, sweep our arms up, lifting this up. Exhale, cactus our arms behind us. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Very nice. Rolling ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Then roll that up and roll our shoulders down and back. Good. Let's take this chair right in front of us, and we're going to go ahead and take our right leg up onto the seat of the chair. Feel free to have a block here close to you if you want to. We're going to take our foot up, and you can have that block for support or just lengthening. Block can be wherever you want. If you want to use a block, you don't have to. We've got our right leg up onto the chair. We've got our left leg behind us and our left heel pressed into the floor so that we get that extra calf stretch there. So we've got that leg lifted. If it's available to you, trying to take our right shoulder, right arm, very tight on the side to the inside of this right hip. So very good here. Good stretch for the left leg, good stretch for the right hip. Let's go ahead and shift our weight back and hamstring stretch, bending this left knee. Good. Go ahead and lift this up and let's switch sides. So let's bring our left leg up and hinge this forward. Keep our right heel pressed into the floor. And if it's available to you, taking the inside, that left arm to the inside of the left thigh. Oh, yeah. Stretch through that and breathe, not forgetting to breathe here. And then let's go ahead and shift that weight back, bend it back. And then release that. Good. Let's walk it close to the chair. Let's go take our hands onto the seat of the chair. And we've got our feet together, planting our feet. Let's go ahead and lift our right leg up. So let's find ourselves in a nice supported warrior 3. So very good right here. We've got the support of our hands on the chair. We've got that leg lifted. And as you're in this very supported position, you can make sure that those hips are squaring down to the floor. It's really easy in this position to let that hip open up. We want to keep that hip closed. So that might mean that you have to take your toe in slightly. So you might need to have that toe in a little bit to keep that hip squared closed. But just a nice balance here. Good strengthening for that left leg. Go ahead and release that. And you can drop down onto your elbows and relax that here. And breathe. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, remembering those same cues of maybe taking that toe inwards if your hip starts to open. Let's go ahead and bring our hands back on the seat of the chair and lift our left leg this time. So we've got that nice supported warrior 3. And if you need to turn that toe inward or that foot inward, if you feel like your hips are opening, we'll go ahead and do that. And let's hold this here and breathe. Good, and then gently release this down, and you can release down to those elbows. And breathe it there. Very good. Very nice. And let's go and bring ourselves up. Now we're going to take ourselves all the way down onto the ground. And we're going to go into our modified shoulder stand. And then we'll do a little bit more leg stretching and then final relaxation. So grab whatever you need for your final relaxation. You've got your eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, and then we're going to need a block and a strap when we're down there on the ground as well. So let's take ourselves down onto the floor. We're going to take our legs up onto the chair. Scoot ourselves towards the chair. And then grabbing a block. You can have that block, or you can have some hard pillows, just something underneath your sacrum. Or if the edges of the block bother you, you can also place a blanket over your block. So you'll see what I mean. If the edges of the block bother you when they're on your sacrum or on your low back, then feel free to use a blanket over your block. But we've got our sacrum supported up on the block. This helps us in a supported shoulder stand. Let's have our arms out to our sides, our palms facing up, and find our shoulder stand here. So you might even be turning your shoulder stand into a plow, meaning that those legs are coming over your head, or they can be straight up. When we use that block underneath the sacrum, it actually kind of pushes a little bit. So if you wanted to practice that plow, you could do that as well. Just those legs, that movement of having the legs above the heart. So good for the circulation. So good for the body. Breathing this here. Going against gravity. And you can point and flex those toes, you can rotate your ankles, do whatever you want to do, whatever kind of movement you want to do. If you want to be moving with those legs in the air, you can have those legs still. It's up to you. This is your time to play with that inversion, play with having those legs above the heart. And let's go ahead and release one leg and release the other leg. Relax this here for a moment. Very good. Let's go ahead and take that block out from underneath and drop that pelvis down to the floor. Take our right ankle to our left thigh. Go ahead and push that for that right inner thigh away. Open up that hip. Cool. Very good. And then release that. Take it to the other side. Push that left inner thigh away. And then release that. And you can go ahead and push that away now and grab what you need for final relaxation. So if you're using an eye pillow, you can grab that. If you're using a regular pillow, blankets, place them wherever you want them. So let's go ahead and lengthen through the body. So let's reach our fingers towards one end of the room and reach those legs towards the other end, adding an inch or 2 or 5 to your height here. Imagining that you can get super long, imagining that those arms are almost lifted out of their sockets, the legs are almost lengthened out of their sockets. Long hands, really reach. Just enjoying the pressure if you use an eye pillow, enjoying the pressure of that eye pillow over your eyes, over your face. Let's inhale it here. And as you exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. That was open, arms open. Relax the face, the jaw. Releasing any extra tension or leftover tension that might be anywhere in your body. Giving yourself a few moments of quiet, of breath. Relaxing, let's bend at our knees. Tuck that tailbone under and let that low back just press into. Let's drop both our knees over to our most comfortable side. Put ourselves onto our sides. For a breath or two here. And then very slowly, taking your time, begin to bring yourself up into a seated form. And sitting this up nice and tall, lengthening up through the spine, up through the top of the head. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and exhale. Eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lifting our head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth, a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Big, deep inhale. And calmly exhale. And one more time. Big, deep inhale.
And big cleansing exhale.
And have a wonderful